Tom Weiskopf's life had a heartbreaking ending, but his daughter revealed just how blessed she felt to be his daughter. And that says it all. He wasn't just an incredibly skilled golfer. He was a truly loved and cherished person. His battle with pancreatic cancer was tragic, and his loss left everyone devastated, but his memories will forever live on. In 2020, Tom's life took a devastating turn when he was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. His battle with the disease was a difficult one, and it ultimately led to his passing on August 20th, 2022, at the age of 79. His death was a loss to the entire golf world, and fellow golfer Tom Watson was one of the first to announce the news, expressing his condolences to Weiskopf's family and honoring his legacy. Despite his passing, Tom's contributions to the game of golf have not been forgotten. In 2023, he was elected to the World Golf Hall of Fame, a fitting tribute to his career and his lasting impact on the sport. He was inducted into the Hall of Fame on June 10th, 2024, a moment that celebrated his achievements both on and off the course. Tom Weiskopf's legacy as a player, a broadcaster, a course designer, and a man who lived life on his own terms will continue to inspire golfers for generations to come. Tom was a man of extremes, and it showed in every aspect of his life, especially on the golf course. He was known for his incredible talent, but it was his intense, almost combustible frustration that made him stand out. His frustration often boiled over in dramatic ways, leading to moments of pure anger that left fans and fellow players alike staring in disbelief. He wasn't afraid to show his feelings, and sometimes those emotions got the best of him. His infamous club-throwing incidents became part of his persona, giving him nicknames like Terrible Tom and the Towering Inferno. It was a side of him that was hard to ignore, and it became just as much a part of his legacy as his impressive wins. Tom's fiery temper, though, wasn't just for show. It came from a deeper place, his relentless pursuit of perfection. He demanded a lot from himself, sometimes too much. He wanted to be the best, and when he didn't meet his own incredibly high standards, the disappointment was palpable. And while his skill on the course was undeniable, this same perfectionism sometimes prevented him from reaching his full potential. He was his own toughest critic, and at times that led to him being far harder on himself than anyone else could ever be. This inner struggle wasn't just limited to his game. It spilled over into his personal decisions, which at times made him seem unpredictable or even reckless. One of the most talked about moments of his career came in 1977 when he made the controversial choice to skip the Ryder Cup, one of the biggest team events in golf, to go sheep hunting in the Yukon. It was a decision that raised eyebrows across the golfing world. Critics were quick to question his commitment to the team, and the choice sparked debate about what was more important, his personal interests or his professional obligations. For Tom, it was clear that his personal pursuits mattered just as much, if not more, than his career. The Ryder Cup was undoubtedly a huge opportunity, but for him, the chance to go hunting in the wilds of the Yukon was something he felt he couldn't pass up. This wasn't about being reckless or irresponsible. It was about finding balance and doing what felt right in the moment. However, this choice didn't come without consequences. The fallout from his decision was significant. He faced harsh criticism from fans and peers who felt that his actions showed a lack of dedication to the sport. They couldn't understand how someone so talented could prioritize something as seemingly trivial as a hunting trip over representing his country in the Ryder Cup. Despite his brilliance on the course, this internal tug-of-war between his desire for perfection and his need for personal freedom followed him throughout his career. His greatest strengths were also his greatest struggles. On one hand, his intensity and perfectionism propelled him to incredible heights in golf, earning him multiple victories on the PGA Tour, including the prestigious 1973 Open Championship. But on the other hand, these same traits often led to his greatest frustrations. He couldn't always control the outcome of every shot, and when he didn't meet the standard he set for himself, it caused a kind of emotional meltdown that left him both physically and mentally drained. That intense passion for perfection had been with him since the very beginning. Born in Massillon, Ohio, Tom's journey in golf started early. He attended Benedictine High School in Cleveland, where his natural talent for the sport began to shine. From there, he went on to Ohio State University, where he played on the golf team and quickly made a name for himself. His time at Ohio State was crucial in shaping his future, honing his skills and building the foundation for a successful career that would span decades. In 1964, Tom turned professional, a decision that set the stage for an exciting and sometimes turbulent journey in the world of golf. His first significant victory came in 1968 at the Andy Williams San Diego Open Invitational. This win marked the beginning of a career filled with remarkable triumphs. By 1982, Tom had accumulated 16 PGA Tour wins, solidifying his place among the sport's greats. However, his most memorable and impressive year came in 1973, a season that would define his legacy. During that year, Tom won 7 tournaments around the world, including the Open Championship at Royal Troon, one of golf's most prestigious tournaments. That victory was particularly special, as it was the only major championship he would win during his career. In addition to the Open, 1973 was the year Tom reached his peak in terms of global rankings. He finished the year ranked second in the world according to Mark McCormick's golf rankings, a true testament to his dominance on the course. He finished as the runner-up at the Masters in 1969, 1972, 1974, and 1975, coming agonizingly close to securing his first green jacket multiple times. He also finished tied for second at the 1976 U.S. Open, showcasing his ability to consistently contend at the highest level. Another unforgettable moment in Tom's career came during the Canadian Open in 1975. He faced off against none other than Jack Nicklaus, a fellow Ohio State University alum and one of the greatest golfers of all time. In a thrilling one-hole playoff, Tom triumphed, winning the tournament in dramatic fashion. The highlight of the match came when Tom nearly holed his approach shot on the 15th hole at the Royal Montreal Golf Club's Blue Course, sealing his victory over his arch-rival. This win only added to his legacy and showcased his ability to perform under pressure, even against one of the game's greatest players. Tom's talent wasn't just confined to individual victories. He was also a key member of the U.S. Ryder Cup teams in both 1973 and 1975. His participation in these prestigious events showcased his commitment to representing his country on the global stage. Tom was known for his unique and powerful swing, which became one of his most admired traits. He was capable of hitting the ball incredibly high, generating massive power, while maintaining impressive control, a rare combination that made him stand out in the golfing world. His swing was admired by players and fans alike, and it became a symbol of his immense skill. Off the course, Weiskopf also made a name for himself as a broadcaster. In 1981, he began working with CBS Sports, providing coverage of the Masters tournament. He continued this role through 1995, offering expert commentary on one of the sport's biggest events. Later, he returned to broadcasting, working with ESPN and ABC to cover the Open Championship from 2008 to 2013. His insights and deep understanding of the game made him a valuable voice in the world of golf commentary. In 1993, Tom shifted gears once again and joined the Senior PGA Tour, where he continued to prove his ability. He won several senior tournaments, and in 1995, he claimed a major victory in the U.S. Senior Open, further cementing his legacy as a player who could adapt to any stage of his career. But Tom's impact on the game didn't stop at playing or broadcasting. He also made his mark in the field of golf course design. He initially worked alongside Jay Morrish, but later established his own practice, designing over 40 courses around the world. His work included the Monument and Pinnacle courses at True North Golf Club in Scottsdale, Arizona, as well as Loch Lomond in Scotland, which hosted the Scottish Open from 1995 to 2010. Tom's designs were known for their strategic challenges and beauty, with many of his courses ranked among the top in the world. A signature feature of many of his designs was the inclusion of a drivable par 4 hole, a challenging yet exciting element that made his courses stand out. In 2016, Weiskopf took on a major renovation project, leading the redesign of the Torrey Pines North course in San Diego, California. This was yet another example of his commitment to improving the game and contributing to the future of golf. And that's a wrap for today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss an update. See you next time. Bye.